G'day, welcome back to the channel, and thanks for coming round. Well, a couple of days ago we put up a YouTube short about the Wild Willie, and we're going to have a go at doing the same camouflage paint job that we did on the fast attack vehicle. Well, we told a bit of a fib. This isn't going to be our next project, simply because we used all of the Army colours, all of the paints on the fast attack vehicle, and we don't have any more. And it's going to be a little while until we can get some. So poor old Wild Willie 2 is going back on the shelf for a little bit. And instead, we're going to build this gem. What does Tamiya reckon? The formidable weapon from down under. Yes, the Boomerang. This is going to be like a build series again. I don't know how much like in-depth detail we're going to go into, but we'll work that out as we go, as we always do, because we never really plan these things. So come over to the bench, we'll do a bit of an unboxing. Might do a proper unboxing on this one, and have a bit of a flick through the instructions, because I've never actually built a Boomerang before. I was under the impression that they were the same. It was the same chassis as a Hotshot, but no, apparently not. I was wrong again. So come over, let's have a look at it. Alrighty, let's have a look and see what we get in the box. First of all, let's just have a look at the box. Again, beautiful Tamiya box art. I just had a thought. It would have been really nice if, maybe it's written somewhere here in Japanese and we just can't read it, but it would have been really nice if they had the artist name on each one of these boxes. That would have been a cool addition, I think. So, yeah, typical Tamiya box. All your details. This is kit number 58418. It was the re-release from 2008, I believe. The original kit number was 5855. Now, I don't know what the differences are between the original and the re-release. If anybody can tell us, then that'd be good. But not that it really matters, because we're building the re-release. Okay, so you can see we've already opened the box and had a bit of a flick through it. Instruction manual, we'll go through that in a little bit. Also, here we go, wheels, classic Hotshot style wheels. Very nice. Now the body, I couldn't believe how small this body shell is. But it's really really nice that they've already cut out the windows, this piece at the back and the two notches here as part of your front suspension to slot up in there. All you have to do is just cut out the main shell shape. Now we're choosing to build this over the Wild Willie at the moment, because I actually have PS1 white to spray the body, which is the only colour you need to spray, so we're good to go as far as painting. So yeah, not much to say about that really. Part sub chassis, I really thought it was basically a Hotshot with a different body on it, but no, completely wrong. What's it say in here? 1986, 2008 Tamiya, 58055, and another number. That's pretty cool. No, you can't. You can sort of see that in there. Right. Bit of a nerd, I know. I just find stuff like that a bit interesting. Now, the servo, we're again going to try and fit one of these 25 kilo servos, which they are taller in the head, but we might get away with it on this one because we have the slotted mounting holes for the servo mounts. So if that doesn't work for us, then I'm sure I can dig up a standard Tamiya style servo. Right. Sub chassis, metal aerial and the plastic aerial. I think I'm going to stick the metal aerial on it because I like them. Your usual don't do dumb stuff pamphlet. Decals, stickers. Yeah, we're going to have a bit of fun putting them on. We're going to have to use the water method, I think, and I don't think this comes with window masks again, so we're going to have to make up the mask for the windows. I'll show you again how we do that. It's pretty simple. Tyres, should we? Yes, of course we should. You can't not do the tyre sniff, can you? Alright, Zach's just there off to my left. Actually, check this out for a sec. You see the colour difference there between the front and the rear. Is there a little bit more mould release on the rear tyres than there on the front? That's interesting. These are directional. They got a arrow with drive written in there, so we've got to make sure we get that right. So here you go, mate. You can have a small one. I'll have it's definitely 2008 vintage. Yeah, like a fine wine, isn't it? Stop doing that. One day we're just going to fall over from tyre fumes. We won't. Okay, we can put them aside. And the good thing is, really doesn't take long to put those wheels together. Plastic parts. Oh, this is actually very interesting. Like I said, I've never built a Boomerang before, and since this year we are going to see the big wig again, I'm pretty sure this rack and pinion steering setup is out of the big wig. And the front, yeah, these front mounts. Actually, let's have a quick look. Sorry guys, I'm seeing this kit for the first time. If you haven't seen inside this kit before, then you are seeing it for the first time along with us. Yes, look, another thing I love about Tamiya manuals. They actually darken out the parts you're not going to use off the trees. So these two front uprights, that gear rack and the gear, and these two uprights here. So I think they're all off the big wig. That'll be awesome. So when we do get the big wig, which we are getting the big wig, we have to. I'm not missing out on it again. We'll have a couple of spare parts, so that'll be really nice. Either front or rear suspension arms. What else do we have here? We're actually going to start building this. Not on this video, but as soon as this video's done, as soon as we get everything out of the box, we are going to start building it. So that's why I'm taking everything out of the bags as we go. Don't know what that thing is there, but it kind of looks like He-Man's sword. Generic chassis parts. This looks like a cover for the bottom of the body. More suspension arms there for the fronts. I just noticed in the instruction too, you don't use this bit, so it'll be interesting to see what car that came out of. Differential cases, front and rear. Is this nice and crinkly for you, Josh? A lot of people apologise for that, but I actually like the sound. Yeah, front and rear gearbox cases. They're going to be fun to put together. These, I think, are very similar to the Hotshot. Just look at the size of this front bumper. Jeez. That's bigger than some of our cars. Wheel hubs. Suspension parts. They go on the rear of the gearbox, I think. Look at the size of this front bumper. That's half the chassis right there. Got to be. What else we got here? Here we go. That, I believe, is a dust cover that goes over the top of the chassis tub. Still got to be cut out, obviously, but yeah, that goes, slides over there. It's a nice addition. Good one, Tamiya. I need a bigger bench. Alright, so I'm going to get this box out of the way, hand it over to Zach, and he can put it on his table over that way. One day we might give you a bit of a walk around of the workshop, hobby room, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, just give you guys a bit of an insight as to how we sort everything out and what we do with leftover parts and stuff like that. D-parts bag. I'm just going to pull them out in whatever order they're in. These are the infamous drive shafts. Now, I don't know why they couldn't make the drive shafts the same as the Hotshot. Although they are pretty strong, I can't twist them by hand. But they do give you two of them. It actually says in the manual, I'll show you a bit later on. It actually says kit comes with two drive shafts, so use one as a spare, which doesn't really instill me in a lot of confidence as to how strong they are. Alright, so we're not going to open all these bags, but let's go. There's shock oil and few other random screws and rod ends, rods, bits like that, uprights, CBA shock parts, very nice. Standard 540 motor. I think we're going to fit a sport tune motor in this car, because why not? Some more screws, more suspension parts, drive shafts, driver figure, more. Oh, you do get some ball bearings in here. That's pretty cool. There's a couple of thrust bearings in there I can see. Molybdenum grease and ceramic grease, very nice. Some gears in there. You get two different size pinions. I think a 13 and a 15 tooth, and they are module, yeah, 0.8 I think. So I'm going to have to go through my pinion collection and see if we've got a bigger pinion to get a little bit more speed out of it. That looks like it might be a cover for the old mechanical speed controller. I guess we'll find out later. There's a cover there for something. Driver figure and servo saver parts. Alright, let's get all these bags put into our little sorting trays, and let's start building the car, which you are not going to see in this video. Actually, no, sorry. Let's get this all out of the way again, because we were going to go through the manual together, weren't we? Why didn't you remind me? I was nearly going to hang up on you guys. But no, let's do it. Alright, what a mess. You'd think after 50 or 60 odd videos we'd be a lot better at this, but no. Okay, so first up, we have a hop-up options separate sheet, which is pretty cool. Obviously you can convert to ball bearings. We are going to use 1150 ball bearings from our ball bearing stock. We don't have any 850 ball bearings, so we're just going to have to stick with the metal bushings. It's a bit of a shame, but I suppose we can take everything apart and fit bearings later on if we really want to. Aluminium chockies, that'll be a nice addition. I'm not, apart from the bearings, I'm not getting any of these options. Not really that interested in getting all of the options on all the cars, because as you've seen, we don't run our cars that often. We just take them out for a bit of fun every now and then. Well, they got wheels and tyres. I don't really show you. It's just got part numbers and arrows. This will be actually pretty cool. CVDs to replace the dog bones. That'll be alright. Alright, that's your hop-up options. Obviously first page, paint, PS1. We might bring in a little closer view. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So paint, PS1 for the body. It's saying X2, XF1, XF15, which is your white, flat black, and flat flesh. For your driver figure, and we're probably going to do the driver figure just like we do all the rest of them, and we'll show you that and when we get to it. Step number one is straight into the rear gearbox. It's actually a bit more involved than I remember from building the hotshot. I built the hotshot around about 2007, 2008 or something. So yep, and straight in with the motor as well. Apart from that, nothing really. I'm just going through looking for interesting things that might be interesting, I guess. Brain loading. So we are going to do a step-by-step build, but I think we're just going to go pretty much the same as I think what we did with the frog. We're just going to go through and just keep building and pretty much stop the video at the 20-minute mark, because I don't know, the 20 minutes seems like a comfortable length for a video, I think. Yeah, nothing really interesting there. It's just nuts and bolts, really, isn't it? Here's your thrust washer for your four-wheel drive gearing. Very important. You can't forget that, and it must go in right. Yes, this drive shaft I don't like, but hey, I've heard about people putting some big power through these things, so, and they take it. Don't know for how long, but I'll also show you how we grease up parts like this with these screw pins. We'll show you that later. Nothing really interesting there. This is a different sort of steering setup, whereas the you could call this a rack, I guess, with two ball ends, and the servo itself, you just have these two ball ends that slide left and right, and you have the servo itself has this little pin that locates in that rack somewhere, and that just turns your steering left and right, which is different. And we have, oh, there's that cover there, dust cover that goes over the servo by the looks. It's pretty cool. And CVA shocks, obviously our favourite part of any build. And fitting the shocks, fitting that terrible drive shaft, putting your front bumper on, adjusting your steering, front sway bar, radio gear. We are going to fit radio gear. This car will be a runner. I don't actually have a four-wheel drive buggy, or not one that's going, so this will be good to run around the track. Battery cover, aerial fitment, all that good stuff. Wheels and tyres. That's when it starts looking really cool. Well, looking like a buggy anyway. Painting scenes fairly straightforward. Like I said, we're going to have to make window masks. Cutting out of the body. I'll show you what tools we use to cut our bodies out. It might not be the right way, but it works for us. Driver head, pretty standard Tamiya stuff. Clean the body out, paint the body, peel the plastic film off before you put the stickers on. Apply the stickers, put the body on, and you're ready to go. So, actually, yeah, this is where it says back here, step 25. Kit includes 2 propeller shafts. Use one as a spare. So, I hope they're a little bit stronger than what I'm thinking they are. But I guess we'll find out. So, there is our unboxing and build plan for the Tamiya Boomerang. We hope you come back in the next episode. Pun intended. Yeah, so in the next video on this car, we're going to be building the car, obviously. So we'll see you on that one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Have a great day.